Would feel that a developed consideration for children would involve leaving children alone sexually to find their own way for themselves with their own peer groups and not with adults.
No primary school is teaching pupils about sex. They teach young people about love and respect for others, other people with different races, different faiths, different sexualities. But it's not about sex, it's about respect for LGBT+ people. And in particular, in this teaching, it's about respect for people of different families. So they teach young people that some kids will have a mum and dad, some will be single parents, some may live in extended families with grandparents or cousins or uncles, and some will live with same-sex parents. But there is absolutely no teaching in any primary school about sex.
What do you feel?
I feel that PIE is not a procurement agency for children, never has been and never will be. Our political objectives include developing a society where children are given a much higher status than today, where they are recognised as individuals in their own right, and this includes recognising their right to certain sexual freedoms.
This we don't know the full details, but I think this particular school was merely attempting to acknowledge that some of the kids in the school will have same-sex parents.
Pansexuality, that is obviously about sex.
It's about an identity, it's not about sex.
Oh, come on, Peter. Pansexuality, obviously that's about sex.
It's about saying some people may fall in love with someone of the same gender or a different gender. That's all it's about. It's not about sex.
Peter, I refuse to believe that you actually genuinely think that young children this age should be, you know, being handed signs saying, I can't even think straight, or having the progress flag and learning all about gender identity and whatnot. Is it not a bit much? They are very young.
I agree that some of these slogans may have been inappropriate. It all depends on whether the children understood the issues.
An obligation on society to see that children are given a far more comprehensive sexual education from a far earlier age.
But we have to remember that young kids today are becoming aware of their sexuality or gender identity at a very young... Some are becoming aware at a very young age.
Pedophiles do not use a child's sexuality. Pedophiles develop a mutual sexuality with the child. It's an entirely reciprocal relationship.
But you can't say that because...
And those kids need support. And those who have same-sex parents or a trans parent, they need support too, to not feel left out, not feel excluded, not feel marginalised. It's about kindness to pupils in our schools who come from different families and different parents. It should be a cooperation between teachers, parents and pupils.
Yes, I would be all in favour of children finding their own way sexually, but I think also that adults have a part to play, because children are one part of the whole society. It isn't the society where we separate children from adults.
But I've got to emphasise, a lot of young lesbian, gay, bisexual and trans kids grow up feeling very alienated, very fearful of who they are.
But at this age...
They need reassurance. They need reassurance.
At this young age, you're not thinking about who you're sexually attracted to and the like. So I can't see what purpose.
An obligation on society to see that children are given a far more comprehensive sexual education from a far earlier age.
I look back at my own childhood and at the